Round about this stage last year, we'd seen the new Reserve Bank of India Governor come in to take his position, and that was pretty much a catalyst for the currency to strengthen and to see this stabilisation, and that kick-started what then went on to become some elections, state elections in December, where Mr. Modi, who's subsequently got elected into the prime ministerial seat, where they started to make inroads and progress in terms of moving down towards the election when the election came in May this year. The previous government, the Congress government, which had been in power for 10 years, had been a bottleneck really to a lot of projects, whether it was kind of infrastructure development or lending reforms and lots of other reasons why India had kind of stalled on its growth, and GDP was down in the low 4% figures, where historically it's been higher single-digit figures. Since December last year in these state elections, and then the subsequent Lok Sabha, the general election result, which came out in May, we've really seen the new Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, has kick-started a number of initiatives to try and get projects up and running again, whether it's in the infrastructure space, within kind of in trying to get industry moving again. He's tried to break down some of the walls within the bureaucracy, and although it's still early days, we're starting to see the fruits of some of these changes.
I'd add actually that Prime Minister Modi has also lucked out in many respects, because although the last Congress government was, dare I say it, pretty inept in the last few years of its rule, towards the end of its period of governorship, they actually did put a few rather good measures in place. As Simon mentioned, they put the new Reserve Bank of India governor in place, who's well regarded by the markets, but they also started to try and shunt through some of these infrastructure projects which, as Simon mentioned, had been held up for some time. The net effect of that actually is, as Modi has come in, it's quite clear the economy has bottomed out. So he's come in, he's a Prime Minister with a clean slate, and he's also, unlike other Prime Ministers sometimes in other economies, he's come in at the bottom of the cycle. So growth is only, is predicted from most economists, including Ashburton. We're still very positive on the growth outlook for India. So he's come in right at the bottom of the cycle. So of course things are going to look pretty good for him, and he can claim it's due to his policies, when in reality there will be some of that due to his policies, but there also will be a big chunk of it due to growth now starting picking up naturally as where we are in the cycle.